This is not an ISIS video. No one will be beheaded or anything. This mask is simply protection for me from my friends who will rag me non-stop about this. I'm going to go over a couple of deer vocalizations that you can do yourself without a call and be successful. I've used these for quite a few years. It turns the deer's head, it stops them, it could possibly make them change direction. The first and foremost, being the most commonly used deer call in the woods, is the grunt. The grunt can be all types of, depending on the age of the buck, or just simply the way that particular deer sounds. So you don't have to be spot on. You can mimic a sound with a burp. I've heard of a lot of hunters doing that. I personally do something a little bit different. I don't burp. It's a slower, more guttural tone, and honestly I think it sounds more natural than most plastic calls can mimic. So just a standard contact grunt. Here we go. I can use my hands to manipulate it a little bit, give it a little bit more volume. You can go lower, you can go higher, depending on however you want to do it or what type of deer you're looking at. The buck grunt and the bawl, or the buck roar, where it and that's simply just a little more vocal. You can vary the tone again. You can and you manipulate that with your mouth, the way that the sound's coming out of your mouth. But what I'm doing is inhaling with it's really hard to explain. So anyway, but I have had good success with those calls. Doe bleats, fawn bleats, those things I've not mastered. I've just not got a high enough voice. The pitch of my voice is too high. A doe typically is a muffled grunt, not as deep as a buck, but it's a it's a mew sound most of the time. And then the snort wheeze, and used in conjunction with a grunt, can be really effective. The snort wheeze, you just simply close off one side of your nostril and blow air. It's not something you want to break out at the Thanksgiving dinner table, but it works in the deer woods. And then, again, you can use that in conjunction with a grunt. There you have it. That's what I do. It's been successful for me. It just takes some experimentation and practice, and preferably when you're alone, because people will look at you crazy. Thanks.